Will Diablo Immortal grow your channel?
Guys, we're going to take a look at the numbers. Of course, we've got a flat line right away. I mean, there's really not a whole lot of interest in this pre-launch. We don't have a release date.
They obviously don't want to show anything with the game. They don't want to show more gameplay. They don't want to do any more marketing. I'm assuming until the game is perfect. But because of their silence on this mega title, essentially, people are speculating that the game was canceled and that they've moved on to other projects. I think it's unlikely that Diablo Immortal is canceled because Diablo's strategy now, of course, is making mobile games. So let's talk about the prospects of actually growing with this game. I see you have some gameplay here, or you have the gameplay trailer itself. What was your impression, guys, when the gameplay was shown? Outside of the controversy from Blizzcon and what have you, what was people's online impression of the gameplay? Do you think there's going to be the excitement required in order to get people excited and watching your videos and your live streams with this title?
I think the game looks great, especially for a mobile game. And you know the gameplay is going to be action-packed. It looks like it is, at least from the footage they've shown. And Blizzard is showing actual gameplay. This isn't like random trailer stuff. The game looks like it's going to be fun. And it's Diablo, so it's going to bring Diablo fans despite the controversy. In fact, we know for a fact that there is a huge sect of creators that follow Blizzard titles quite successfully. So this is another one of those titles that, yeah, if you followed it, very much likely you could be successful. And this, when I say follow it, this means build content pre-launch, be there for launch, and then ride it out post-launch as well. And normally you can do well. The problem with doing that with Blizzard games is normally you have a lot of competition because there's a lot of other creators who know this. They follow Blizzard to a T and they do the same thing. However, because Diablo Immortal is a mobile game, I don't think you're going to have nearly as many creators caring about it at all. This is an opportunity where a lot of your competition is going to be cut out, where you might be able to jump in, use the Blizzard wave, so to speak. Whenever Blizzard launches a game, there's a huge spike and you want to be a part of that spike.
And so what we can hope for Diablo Immortal is that it's going to follow a similar trend cycle where you've got the mega launch spike where they drop a couple, $10-20 million into marketing at the beginning. And then as they drop major patches in the future, you get those mini spikes and you can capitalize on that as a creator. Are they going to follow a similar marketing schedule and a similar marketing trend as they have with their AAA console game, PC games in the past? What we have to ask ourselves is, does this game fit all of the criteria of a game that grows YouTube channels? The things I'm always looking for: number one, you want it to be multiplayer. Number two, you want a multi-million-dollar marketing budget. This game has the multi-million-dollar marketing budget, so we're in really good shape there. Number three, you're going to want regular patch and updates. We got regular patch and updates. That's really, really nice. And number four, you're going to want it to be moddable. It's definitely not going to be moddable. So I think it's going to fit 3 out of the 4 criteria that you need it to be a viable game. And so I think you're going to be in pretty good shape there for that reason. Is the game going to be marketed effectively? I would say it's more likely than not that they will not market this game effectively. And so that makes it a risky title for creators to make content around.
It's definitely high on the risk factor. You probably would have to spend a good at least 2 years really gambling on this. There's not a great chance that it's going to pay off. There are better options out there that are not as risky to grow your channel. However, there's a large reward at stake here. So if you want to try your gambling luck, it could blow up and be huge internationally, and it gets played and downloaded a ton, and then it gets a huge audience for it and a huge search demand for videos.
They're doing this BlizzCon line thing in February 19th and 20th of 2021. Wait and see until then. I wouldn't make that decision until I saw what was announced about this game at that event and then reevaluated it then. And if nothing is announced about that game, BlizzCon line, then I would move on, because then I have a real fear that the game's not even going to release.